All right, so Assassination Nation.
Yeah,
Do you like this one more?
I like it more. Assassination Nation had higher expectations, I think, for everyone going in. This was a Sundance film purchased by Neon, and you look at the poster, promotional posters for this. It's Heathers meets the Purge, right? And it's like this quartet of girls, high school girls, and basically the premise is that this unknown hacker starts just like doxing people and exposing all of their internet history. Starts with the mayor and a principal, then it's half the kids in school, and it just shows how in the movies about how like society in this small town, Salem, it's a play on the Salem witch trials, just kind of like descends into madness. As, people who's cheating on who was back, all talking. You can imagine all shit's exposed. People's porn histories, whatever, right? So it devolves into that. But what's really cool about the movie is that I think the visual palette's great. It's pretty to watch. There's really cool stuff with the camera framing because there's the four leads, right? The four girls, and there's a lot of moments when they have all four of them on the screen, and it's like vertical planes bisecting the shot. Bella Thorne is in that. She's a side character, but she's this really cool scene with an American flag. I won't spoil what happens, but that was really cool. And just watching, my only reservation is that the movie is just like gets almost too ridiculous, but at the same point, again, it's I think it's really engaging, and like it's obviously the play on what's going on in quote 2018, right? And satirizing that. And I think it might not quite have as strong a message as it presents itself as having, but what it does do well, which I think is just kind of being an engaging story, and being kind of entertaining, watching these high school girls talk shit and kick ass later, will work for me. So this is something I would recommend people see in the theaters if they can, just because I think it'll work. You'll have a good time watching it, but also it had a really bad weekend at the box office. It made only like $1 million in 1,400 theaters. So that's like $733 per theater. Very bad average. So I'd say support this movie if you can, or at least rent it later, because I think even though it doesn't totally work, I think it's definitely worth watching for what it does do right.
From the way you described it, it kind of reminded me of Kick-Ass a little bit.
Sure. The violence is akin to Kick-Ass, sure.
Okay. And just kind of like the overall vibe, like the colors and things like that. And the way it seems to be shot. I mean, obviously I haven't seen it, so I don't know if that fits. It sounds like something I'll definitely check out eventually. Probably will wait till it's probably be on HBO or something like that, streaming eventually. So I'll probably catch it then. But yeah, it sounds like these are two movies that you have to kind of go in knowing what you're going to get. If you go in thinking this is going to be like, I don't know, Oscar bait or something, you're going to be sorely mistaken.
Right. Yeah. And I think like Predator is it's like an amazing B movie, right?
Right.
Awesome for that. And then Assassination Nation is just like, this is a film that really shoots its shot. And again, that can probably be jarring for some people, right? May turn them off. Like there's a distinct tonal shift in the middle of the movie. And that was where I was thinking, I was like, is this working for me still? And I keep watching. I'm like, yeah, it's still working. I'm having a good time. You just have to frame your reference point, I think.